Good morning, Chad Decker.
Hello, Mr. Dix.
How we doing?
Good. If they could only see the tomfoolery you do during the countdown, boy, people would quit watching us. They're not even watching us anyways, but now they would really quit watching. Really stop watching.
Maybe they'd probably start watching us.
Well, that could be too. That
maybe
could
the
be
deal.
too.
We're starting off with NFL this morning. We're going to go. Obviously, we're not going to extend our show to an hour and a half as we have been. We're going to try to keep it at half hour-ish.
Half hour so people can actually watch during the week and all that sort of thing. But let's talk about last night's game. And
in case you missed it, there was a NFL season opener last night.
Right on.
And if you didn't get a chance to watch our last show, hey, here's our predictions. We told you to take it to the bank. I did tell you to take the under.
We did take the under, right?
Yep, but picking the Chiefs by 4.5 didn't do so well, so it shot our parlay. So
we're
we wouldn't have won any money. But yeah, your prediction. Nope, didn't happen. McKinnon, I don't even think scored.
No, I think he caught one pass.
Yeah. Mahomes did have 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Goff had a touchdown and 1 interception. No, 2 touchdowns and one.
He threw that was the first score of the game. So 1 interception. So
and Montgomery, the old former Bear, we're gonna miss him in Chicago.
Oh we'll see.
And I did predict the 1 defensive score, but I thought the Chiefs were gonna do that.
That's what I thought you had said. And then and if you remember from the last one, I said that if Kelsey doesn't play, it's going to be a different game. And
it was.
And it totally was, and we talked about this before, how this is more of a stars league. If you're missing your big shooter, you're unfortunately I couldn't watch the game. I was in Mankato, Minnesota, watching my daughter play soccer. And I know that you were you doing a volleyball game? Or
I was doing volleyball until I got home, just start of the 4th quarter.
Okay.
But I was watching bits and pieces of it here and there. But that wide receiver, that Tony, dropped 3 balls, and then the one that he went off his hands for the pick 6. So I was surprised he hasn't been cut this morning, but Andy Reid kind of made it sound like, hey, it happens. We're going to get better.
We're going to stick with them. Yeah. So it's
most of the time they're throwing it to Kelsey at that point up the middle, and he's catching it and rumbling for 60 yards. And
right.
But Chiefs fans aren't going to hit the panic button this morning.
Lion fans are already booking their trip to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And that's why hopefully you see our border, which we put in there as Honolulu blue in honor of the Detroit Lions winning their only game this year.
Yeah. And John Elway decided to flip on Facebook this morning and came with the brilliant quote of Patrick Mahomes is a product of Andy Reid. Put him on the Saints and he wouldn't even be a Pro Bowler.
Okay. What has John Elway done lately?
Well, he hasn't built a championship team in a while.
Right. I don't even think he's involved with football anymore, is he? Is he still running the Broncos?
The Broncos or what? But if not, he's trying to keep his name out there and
to kind of get things rolling. So everybody's got their opinion, as do we. And we make our opinions well known as well.
And I think we all agree that the NFC North is going to be a very interesting division this year.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
With the win last night, they're not going to go 17-0, but there's going to be 2-3 teams in a log jam at the top.
Yep. Yeah, I would think so. I hope not, and I hope our 2 teams kind of puts themselves out there a little bit more. But we'll see how Detroit does the rest of the year. I remember the one guy on Facebook saying that they'll beat the Chiefs and then they'll lose 8 in a row when he was a big Detroit fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But
you never know.
Yeah.
We got games coming up this weekend.
Yeah, so we can admit we were wrong on this one, but I know that we picked our 5 games earlier today. So how do you want to?
All right, we'll flip them up on the board there for you.
All righty.
So we went. We're going to give you 5 games every week. Hopefully by Friday or Saturday sometime, we will go on Facebook and we will have a couple guest pickers, or maybe we'll have 2 guest pickers every week. See if they can beat us. If they do, I don't know. Maybe we got to figure out something if they do. But
We just want to invite them back to pick.
There you go. That's a good idea. But yeah, I got the Vikings by covering the spread on the Bucks. I got the Bears covering it over the Packers. And I've got the Broncos covering their spread over the Raiders. They are at home. Seattle is at home against the Rams. Rams are going to have a tough season. I think Seattle covers that. And then I got Cincy on the road with the $55 million man beating the Browns by more than 2 points.
There you go. So I am going to take the Texans because I don't think the Ravens are going to beat them by that much. I think the Vikings-Bucks game is going to be a little closer, and I think the Bucks will cover. I think the Vikes will win by 3. I believe I picked the Bears to knock off the Packers, and they're going to cover the spread. So you can take
last second field goal, maybe.
Well, you can cover the spread on that. And then we got I got the Panthers are going to beat the Falcons rather handedly, and then finally the Trevor Lawrence Jaguars versus who are they? They're playing. I can't remember right off the top of my head.
Who's that? Jaguars.
Jaguars playing the Colts.
Indy.
Right?
They're in Indy.
The Colts, and so they'll beat Indy pretty easily. So we'll see how these work out for us. Now we're putting $100 on each game, a mythical hundy, or what are we doing?
Oh, sure, you bet. Let's cover it.
All right.
So who wins the most money after the weekend?
Yeah. See who's got the most coins. So a mythical C note on each game.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
That works.
And I think I'll be like in a whole lot better spot come Monday morning than you. But we'll see.
Pretty confident there,
well,
Mr. Decker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tend to pick with your heart sometimes, so I know.
I know, and I got to get away from that. Even last night, I was like, when I picked 42-10, I was picking because I wanted them to smash the Lions into the round.
I know you did.
But, well, I do want to go on record with Rodgers and Brady gone. I think I'm gonna put Kirk Cousins as the number 1 quarterback in the NFC this year. I think he's gonna have a big year.
With Jefferson and Hawkinson and
can't miss, man.
Addison and Madison. I mean, I could see that. Daniel Jones is I don't know. I just think he's gonna. Well, we'll talk about him a little bit later here when we maybe talk about our 6-pack of what we were talking about this year.
There you go.
I think he's gonna be up there too. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
There you go. Do we want to go ahead?
It's exciting, and football's starting. Everyone's excited, and I know you're excited, and I'm excited, and we'll have a good time. Do you want to go ahead and do our 6-pack right away? Is that what you're thinking?
We can.
Okay.
I was just came across my ticker here that the Vikings have actively been moving some veterans this offseason. They're saying there's possible trade scenario where they could still be trading Hunter.
To who?
Let's see here. Doesn't say.
You don't go into a season saying that, do you? Where are you reading that?
Well, they're talking about trading for some draft capital, and Cleveland owns its own 2nd and 3rd round selection in 2024, as well as 2 5th rounders. So they're thinking they can get some draft capital. Also saw one that Justin Jefferson could be moved next year.
Yeah,
if the Vikings go after Williams to get up to the number 1 pick. Do they trade Jefferson to go get your future quarterback?
I thought our future quarterback was in the works right now. Jaron Hall, he's 3rd string quarterback. They said he looked great. I don't know. I don't think you don't start the season making all these thinking about doing this or do you? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
What's Kevin and Kezi doing? They're gonna tear the team apart already. I mean, you came off a 13-win season.
Well, they're down a whole game in the NFC North standings right now, or half a game.
Well, yeah, but the Lions have won the Super Bowl, so that doesn't really matter. I mean, that's true. So we go with that, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Unless the wheels fall off right away. and then maybe you do that. What do we get? What did we get? Like week 7 is the trade deadline.
I think so. Somewhere close to that. Yeah.
Okay. So then maybe if that's happening, then maybe you do that. But who knows?
Who knows?
You don't see a whole lot of trades going on in the NFL.
No. So we're going to go right into our 6-pack.
Right on.
I'm going to go grab something like real quick. So you could start with number 6. It's going to take me like 6 seconds.
Okay. So let's do the countdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You shut off your light.
Damn, I cramped up a little bit on that.
It's too bright.
Yeah, I was getting too bright too, but I did have to grab something.
Okay, gotcha. So today's 6-pack, we're just going to talk about 6 players that we think are going to have a pretty decent year.
Yep.
In the football world. So I'll go ahead and start. And this is kind of like what we think is going to happen. But I put Anthony Richardson from the Colts. He's going to lead all rookie quarterbacks in yardage. Meaning he'll have the most passing yardage at the end of the season.
Okay.
That's my number 6. I'm not going to give you a number, but but he's going to lead it.
Okay. My number 6 is Kyle Pitts. He's going to come off a very poor year last year. He's going to have over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns.
And he's
going to be back to the guy that they drafted 2 years ago.
And he's the Falcons tight end, if I remember correctly, right? Right. Okay. So my number 5, I'm going to say Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns running back, is going to lead all the NFL in rushing yards at 1,600 yards rushing.
1,600?
Yep.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay.
I have, okay. I'll get to mine coming up. So there will be it. All right. My number 5, he's going to reap the benefits of Richardson. He's going to have 16 touchdowns, 1,200 yards, 115 catches. Michael Pittman Jr.
Ooh, okay.
Is going to reap the benefits of a rookie quarterback having a big rookie season, like you said.
Yeah, there you go. That's kind of weird. We haven't discussed these with each other. So
no, we haven't. No, this is all off
all off our heads. So, and then I put my number 4. I got George Pickens from the Steelers, and he's going to lead the AFC in receiving with about 1,400 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Interesting, because my number 4, I have 12 touchdowns, 100 catches, also 1,400 yards. So I think this guy's going to have 1,401 yards to lead the AFC in receiving yards, and it's going to be from the New York Jets, Garrett Wilson.
Wow. All right.
He will reap the benefits of an Aaron Rodgers all year long.
Yeah, I didn't go. I wasn't going to pick anything Jets because I just can't.
I thought maybe your one would be Rodgers. I thought maybe you'd throw that.
Nope.
All right.
I'm
okay. Number 3.
Number 3, I've got Daniel Jones will lead the NFC in quarterback rushing yards.
And
he's got some, he's got Fields and he's got Hurts, but he's
I was going to say you're smoking the good stuff today, buddy. Huh? Daniel Jones can't run away from a pickpocketer for crying
he's a scrambler, dude.
Have you seen him run?
Yeah,
he runs, but he looks like he's got a big wallet full of money in his back pocket. Anyways, all right.
Hey,
put that on the board, I guess.
I got it written down right here.
We'll address this after week 5.
Well, you got to be a butthole about it, brother. Just keep on. I'm not going to make any.
All right. My number 3. I'm going to go back to my best quarterback in the NFC, Kirk Cousins. 4,600 yards. He's going to hit the big 40 touchdowns this year.
40 TDs.
40 TDs. Now, the NFL record is 55, I believe, by Manning, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it Manning or Brady? I thought Brady took him out.
Did he? Okay.
I believe so, but I could be wrong.
Well, I know it's 55, I think.
Okay.
But, yeah, Kirk Cousins, he's going to throw 40. That's still a lot, but, he'll probably get 16, 17 to Jefferson, get another 10 or 12 to Hawkinson. Got to throw Osborne in there. couple swing passes.
Yeah.
40
Okay.
touchdowns. Kirk
All
Cousins.
right. That sounds good. Number 2, and I don't know how to say his last name, but he's the Saints receiver, Chris Olave. Is it Olave?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I got him 1,200 yards and 12 TDs playing with Derek Carr. Derek Carr is a pretty serviceable quarterback. So,
he'll get him the yards.
Yep. So there's my number 2.
Okay, my number 2, it's kind of a homer pick for me, Justin Fields. He's going to end up with 3,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing again, 30 total touchdowns on the season.
And you say that I smoked the wacky stuff.
Hey, he was close to that last year.
30 touchdowns.
Yep.
I'm happy you like that. So.
And when he scores his 40th, I'm going to remind you of this pick.
Okay, sounds good.
All
Good. Hopefully it'll be on air. We'll be talking about it. And then
maybe we'll go live during that game when he's at 29.
Okay.
We'll just sit there until he scores his 30th.
But you just said, oh, never mind.
I predicted 30.
40. Yeah, that was I was like, wait a minute, that's 11.
I predicted 30, but when he scores his 40th, I'm really going to.
You really let me have it then?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. My number 1, he's a new starting running back for the Minnesota Vikings. I've got him rushing for less than 1,000 yards, but scoring 10 TDs, and that's Alexander Mattison. Because I think with the addition of Myles Gaskin that they did earlier, I think that's going to be a running back by committee. So that's what we're going to go with. But he'll have less.
You're going with the running back by committee or just a mediocre Madison?
Just a mediocre Madison. I was thinking before Gaskin was acquired, I thought he was going to have a pretty good year, but I think they're just going to kind of.
So how did Madison make your number 1 then?
Just like it's still a breakout year. I mean, you
think, how many yards did Madison have last year?
Not very many, because Delvin Cook didn't miss a game last year.
Oh, I thought he missed some for injury.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So he's in that 200 yards a year, so close to 1,000, but he's not going to break 1,000. So, but
what was the running back?
10 TDs is pretty good.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What was the running back you had earlier?
Nick Chubb.
How many yards did he have?
1,450.
Oh, okay. Well, then Saquon's going to blow that out of the water.
All right.
Saquon, I got as my number 1, 15 touchdowns, 1,700 rushing yards.
That's a good pick.
Yeah,
it's a good pick. He's a hurting.
But if Daniel Jones runs as much as you say he's gonna, Saquon's gonna be hurt by that.
Saquon he played healthy all last year, but he's got those problems in the knees, brother. So you got to kind of.
Oh no, he'll be fine this year.
Okay, all right,
he'll be fine.
So, do you think any running back is going to break Dickerson's record, the 2,000 yards or whatever?
No, not the way the NFL's set up now. No.
Okay.
A lot of them are running back by committees, and then even the good ones. I mean, Derrick Henry, I thought for sure would be. He goes from running people over, getting close to not even talked about in the offseason. I don't even know where he got drafted in fantasy football. He's still a good running back for Titans, but I don't know.
I thought Peterson was going to do it that one year. I mean, he was so but he missed it by like 9 yards or whatever.
Yeah, I think he was playing the Bears that last game, and they were pretty stingy. So
yeah. Well, he could have had it, but instead of going for the record, he just went down and kind of let the clock run out. He could have had it, but he didn't. And just
seeing that happen to Justin Jefferson when he was going for the record.
Mm-hmm.
They threw to Thielen and then 2 run plays, and I didn't understand it. Why it's a meaningless ball game. Why don't you just get the record, give him his accolades, and it's not about the records, it's about the money.
It's about the money. It's about and it's about winning, It's not about I don't know. It's not about it is. It is about winning the Super Bowl. That's what it is.
Yeah.
But the money is pretty nice too. So I think people enjoy that.
So I do have a bonus on our 6-pack today.
Okay.
So I'm bringing in a St. Brown autographed helmet.
Okay.
He's going to end up 1,300 yards, 12 touchdowns
Okay.
for the Lions this year.
How many is he? So he's off to he's got 1 TD, right?
And,
so far,
yeah, 71 yards. So he's got to pick it up a little bit. But
they got that extra game though too. And so there's that. You know, it used to be 16 game season, now it's 17 game season, but there's that. Yeah. And you had given me some stats earlier in our pre-production meeting that Patrick Mahomes has never beat Jared Goff, right?
Yeah, I think he's 0-2 now.
Is he? Okay. And then what were the other ones? He leads the leagues.
He leads the leagues in pick six. Oh no, he's averaging a pick six a ball game
this year, right?
Yeah, this year. Yep. Yeah. He's leading the team or the league in most incompletions by a quarterback. Yeah, most interceptions.
Going to be a long season, man.
Yeah. But hey, looking forward to Sunday.
It'll be interesting. So
we picked our 5 other games going on that week. Texans at Ravens. You pick the Ravens to win, but Texans aren't going to lose by. But I think we both agree on the Ravens both winning.
Okay.
We both agree Bengals are going to beat the Browns on the road.
Yep.
Both agreeing Vikings are going to win against the Bucks.
Yep.
Titans at the Saints. It's going to be a tight one. I think Saints are going to win that one.
I would. I think. I don't know.
It's kind of a toss-up. Yeah.
I'll pick the Titans on that one just to be different.
Okay. All right. Panthers at Falcons.
Panthers.
I'm gonna take the Falcons because the Bears need the Panthers to lose for their number 1 pick next year.
No, I get it.
I'll be cheering on those opponents that play him every week.
Yeah.
Jaguars at the Colts.
Jags
should, but if you're talking Richardson's going to have a huge year.
Well,
you never know.
He's going to have a good year because they're going to be behind all the time.
Yeah, true.
So that's how I look at it.
And then 49ers at the Steelers.
That's a tough one. You know, I kind of was.
It's in Pittsburgh, so that's what makes it a little bit tougher.
I almost want to pick the Steelers. I think I'm going to go with the Steelers.
Okay, I'm going to go with the 49ers.
Okay.
Cardinals at Washington.
I don't even care. Do you?
I'm going to go Washington.
I think the Skins will win, but I don't think anybody cares.
No. Raiders at Broncos. I'm going to go with Broncos.
I'll go Broncos.
Dolphins at Chargers.
That's probably like the best game this weekend.
I'm going to go Dolphins, I think.
I think I'll go with you on that. I think Dolphins are going to win.
Yep. Eagles at Patriots. I'll take the defending NFC champions on that one.
I think the Eagles will win that one.
Packers at Bears. I think we both agreed Bears might squeak that one out.
I think the Bears will win it.
Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks, I got them covering easily, I think.
Yep, Seahawks will win.
And Cowboys at Giants.
It's
another tough one.
I'm hoping for the Giants because the Cowboys are just so take the Giants. Who you taking?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Giants too.
All right, gotcha.
Guy about has to.
Yep.
And then Monday night, Rodgers and Allen, Bills at the Jets.
Oh boy. You go ahead and pick it, brother.
I'm going with the Jets. Jets.
Yep. All right.
Oh. And then it's going to be a talk of Jets Lions Super Bowl, and
there you go.
No one needs to watch week 2. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Bills. I just think it's going to be a long year for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
just from his, he's saying all the right things, but I don't think he puts in the work, and he has
been this year, they said.
Well, throwing a couple passes in that, but I mean, I just don't think if he's out, Nolan, and he's on these darkness retreats and he's doing psychedelic drugs and all that kind of, I think he was, right? I mean,
yeah, but that was when he was in Green Bay.
Well, it kind of alludes, but that breaks your body down, doesn't it? Like you
would think it would, but I think the darkness retreat should recoup his body. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm looking at my resident.
I don't know what a darkness retreat is.
What about drugs though? Is it going to break your body down? Becky says it's not good. I got my resident medical advisor right across the table.
Okay. Well, then
she says don't do drugs, so don't do that, Nolan.
I won't.
All right. Right on. So, yeah. Well, then, so that's our football world. What do we got for? Well, we got baseball. Got some big series coming up, don't we?
Yeah, we go flip over to baseball. Magic numbers since we talked last time stayed the same. No, Twins knocked one off because they didn't play and Indians lost. They're down to 16. Dodgers are at 10. They did win last night, but the Diamondbacks also won last night for the division. So
nothing changes.
Yeah, things could change in 5 days, or could be teams are going to start clinching divisions here soon.
Right.
Braves got to be close. I don't have any of their magic numbers up, but there are teams getting eliminated from wild card and all that good stuff too.
All that stuff's rolling on. Right on. So
wild card, it looks like American League, we have Tampa Bay, Seattle, and Toronto, but Texas is a half game out of there, and then it's Boston and the Yankees, 5 and 7 games out. I don't think the American League, I see Baltimore first, Minnesota first, and the Astros, but the Seattle Mariners are a half game out of the division.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And what was your big one? Texas, right? Texas. Weren't you the one that? Yeah. Yep. Texas half game out of the wild card right now.
And I don't. Yeah, because they went on they kind of went on that losing streak. You know that.
Yeah, they're 3 games out of first to Houston. They lost some big games to Houston, I think, not too long ago, too.
Right.
National League, Philadelphia, and your Chicago Cubs, along with Arizona. But then we have Miami, Cincinnati, half game out. San Francisco, 2.5 out in the wild card.
Okay. I know the Twins have the Reds coming up here pretty quick. I know they play the Mets this weekend, and then I think they go to Cincinnati. So.
Okay. Got a National League run there. Mets aren't really caring about baseball right now, so you could get a sweep.
That'd be all right.
National League East, Atlanta leading by 14, Milwaukee by 2 over the Cubs, and the Dodgers lead by 13 over Arizona.
So I think that Atlanta and the Dodgers are gonna take that division, and I think
they'll be in the NL Championship. Yep.
Do you think who's gonna win the Central, Brewers or the Cubs?
I want to go Brewers.
You're not a Cubby fan, which is funny because you like Chicago teams.
I know. Well, they got Bellinger now. They took Belly from us, and I didn't like that. But then the American League, it's hard to bet against the Houston Astros going back to the World Series, but
right,
you never know. Baltimore's playing some good baseball, and you haven't heard about Baltimore since Cal Ripken.
Right. Where's Tampa? Because Tampa Bay started out so hot, now they're kind of fizzled back down.
Tampa Bay is 4 games out of first. Toronto's 11.5, but Tampa Bay is 7.5 up in the wild card. So they are going to make the wild card. So it'll be some interesting first round matchups in Major League Baseball.
Okay, cool. So there you go.
And I know you didn't really want to talk about college football, but I'm going to bring up this weekend, number 11, Texas at number 3, Alabama.
And I will say roll Tide.
That could be an upset special this weekend.
I'm thinking.
And my pick for national champion, I've already got my ticket. National championship going to Michigan, even with all that's going on there.
With Harbaugh getting the boot for 4 games, you're going to take Michigan, huh?
Well, I don't think it's 4 anymore. I think it's 2.
Oh, is it down to 2? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with I just think Georgia. They're too good.
Yeah.
They're too good. But and now does it start the new thing this year where like 12 teams make it, or is that next year?
Well, I thought it was, but I think it's next year now.
Is it? Okay. Yeah.
I've read so many conflicting stories that we'll have to do our research this week and look into the
see what's
NCAA
going on
football. But
I
do have my pick here. This is so I got the Bears winning by 1. And the Packers-Bears game over 42 points. Going to win me 270.
Okay. So where do you go for that stuff?
Deadwood.
You did that already, huh?
Well, I had a buddy go down and I
Uh,
threw some cold cash at him and
said, put the C note on there and win me some cash right on.
Well, and once Know the Score gets their bankroll rolled up a little bit, maybe we'll go down and we'll make one pick. We'll do one parlay and really build that thing back up to a
where we
retirement fund for
where we got some funds in our our retirement fund. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds good. But hey, I saw you posted something on the book last night and you got a young lady at your house. She's up for kind of a
Yep. Gabby's up for homecoming queen. So
yeah.
Yep.
You just spurred a little interest on the other side of the table over there.
Oh yeah.
Like, yay.
Yeah. No, it's kind of cool. It was I think she felt a little bit of pressure because Jacob and Josh were both up for king and they both got king. And I remember a couple years ago, she goes, that means I'm going to have to be a candidate. And I'm like, not a big deal. It's just homecoming. But it's it's big for them. It's big for the families. And
yeah. Oh yeah.
This class is so small. I mean, we have 3 queen candidates and 3 king candidates. So, and I think there's like 9-10 girls in there or something like that. So
there you go.
But yeah, so I was pretty proud of her. She's pretty excited. So
Gabby's a good gal. Gabby's a good gal. So
we've been talking. It's kind of funny because Zach Bryan is, I don't know if you've listened to his music at all.
No, sir.
No. All right. Well, he's in concert all over the place, and he's in concert in Grand Forks, and tickets are like $200 and some bucks. And I seen that. I said, nah, I don't know if I could spend that kind of money. So I seen he was going to be in Denver. I'm like, wow, 8 hours away. It'd be a nice little trip to Denver. Oh yeah, average ticket down there was like $1,000 a piece, and
woohoo!
I just don't know how people are spending this kind of money for hour and a half of music.
No, I get you, buddy. I get you, but
I mean, it's bad enough you spend $200-300 for a football game for 3 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
But I guess it's entertainment, and I guess it is what it is.
You got it, buddy. So, well, we're at our 30-minute limit. We're actually 2 minutes over.
All right.
Let's we'll be back Monday with we'll talk a little bit about what happened over the weekend. You cool with that?
Yep. Okay. We got listeners galore on today. They all signed off already. So
that's right, buddy. So, all right. We'll chat with you soon.
All right. Sounds good.
Take care.
Say hi to the fam.
Will do.
All right. See ya.
Yep.